Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news markets are showing signs of risk aversion following the Ukraine airplane disaster. US stocks fell while treasuries rallied with gold after Ukraine said rebels shot down a Malaysian passenger jet with nearly 300 people on board near its border with Russia. Sanctions intended to curb the violence in the region sent European markets lower. Building permits and housing starts in the US were sharply lower in June than May, although still significantly above the same month a year ago. They were surprisingly weak in the South. Housing is not contributing much to the recent upturn in American growth. Factory data out overnight was good, however, building on a trend, and jobless claims fell yet again last week. Microsoft has said it will cut up to 18,000 jobs, marking the deepest cuts in the iconic technology firm's 39-year-old history. Most of them will be in Europe, and most of them related to the recently acquired Nokia unit. Across the ditch, Australia has repealed its carbon tax. Also in Australia, the AFR is reporting that a senior Australian regulator has floated changes to narrow the gap between how much capital the big four banks and the rest must set aside against home loans. Others say such a move is inevitable, and it's just a matter of how much more the big banks will need. Their capital troubles will grow if the RBNZ also made the same moves here. Overnight, the USDA monitoring of international dairy prices came in very much weaker, confirming the recent auction trend. In New York, yields on US Treasury 10-year bonds fell sharply on the Ukraine news and are at 2.48%. US oil prices rose as much as $2 a barrel, but much less for Brent, and the Brent premium narrowed further. Gold jumped to $1,316 an ounce, a 1.5% rise on the day. We start today with the New Zealand dollar slightly lower. We're now just under 87 US cents, 92.7 Aussie cents, and the TWI is just under 81. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.